You know where I feel the most authentic then? I think it's when I'm journaling. And when I write in my journal, that is when I feel the most safe. And usually when I need to really communicate something to, say, my partner, I'll read it from my journal. So I'll say, look, let me just read what I said. Because to be honest, I think it's a bit different from when I'm in the studio. I am professionally finding a way to communicate my authenticity to a stranger. Like, so even the way I'm saying it, it's not as raw and sacred because I know I have to pen it in a way. And that's why if I'm challenging myself, I'm like, is that really always authentic? Because I know this has to play to the crowd and the image behind it and the style of how I say it. Sometimes I think we have to dress it up. And then, I don't know, like, what do you guys for? Where is your most authentic self?
Do you know what? I was just gonna say, now I'm thinking about it, there's a song I released which, out of all the songs I've ever written, is my most streamed. But it's a song I wrote about, funnily enough, my marriage. But it's so, I went in, but it reached radio stations and playlists that none of my music has. And I think it's because I was so honest about being married to someone. I just said I'm sacred about my marriage, but clearly not on this song. But being married to someone, but looking at them and going, why did I marry you? In that split second, having that thought of why did I marry you? Or your family is crazy, or you don't blend in with me, I don't, like, having those thoughts. And I was very real and honest about it. And people could relate to that, whereas I think it's hard to find music where people are that open and honest about stuff. And that's why we're here. We're only here one time. And I think it's important to share. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, for me, this is the first time in my life that I feel like I'm being who I am, and I'm not, like, doctoring anything. I'm not trying to, like, mold myself to fit this or fit that person or fit how this person sees me for the first time. And for me, it feels like freedom. Because I feel like when I wake up, who I am is who I am. And I feel like there's strength in that. Why? Because you realize there's a lot of people that are probably struggling with their identity. Why? Because they feel like there's pressure on them to try and make themselves look a way that they're not. So I think the more people that are able to be themselves and show their weaknesses and what their downfalls are, I think it brings strength to so many other people. And I get loads of messages on Insta. I never received messages like this when I was doing, do you understand? What I thought looked good to people. Never received messages like this. But now, every day there's somebody in my DMs pouring their heart out, talking about, thank you for, like, availing yourself and being real, because I feel like I'm on this same journey and I'm battling with this and I'm battling with that, and I'm still battling with things now. So for me, I feel like for God to be able to use me the way he wants to use me, I have to be honest. Do you understand? I have to be honest. I'm not allowed to sugarcoat it, because if I do that, as I said earlier, it takes away from the glory of God.
I love what you said about freedom as well, because sometimes I think being authentic isn't going to be the most glamorous choice. I think it's great when it works out. Like, you doing your thing, I've seen it, like, over the last 18 months, 2 years, like, it's gone crazy and you're being authentic, great. Most streamed song, like, great. But there's also going to be people that you got to take yourself off the pedestal. Being authentic means you ain't going to do the numbers. You ain't going to have, like, the worldly success. But you're going to have that inner freedom and that peace and that purpose.
And that's the most important thing. When we was at yours, you called us all to yours. Like, big up Shadey, because there was one day he called all the rappers, the UK guys, to come and have a... I'm sorry, brother, man, but he did this. And I think it was very important, because that day, I actually got a chance to be honest with everybody about what the last 18 months has actually been like. So I went through a phase of severe brokenness. And I'm gonna say this loud because I feel like this is all part of the journey. Because I hit that reset button, I couldn't take any more bookings for my old music, and I don't own my old catalog. So the transformation has not been pretty. I went back to living in my sister's apartment because I had no money. But in that process, I realized what God was doing, because God wanted me to remove my ego, my pride, and die to self, as we were talking about before. And in that process, I realized, like, I'm not better than nobody. Do you understand? We're all on this earth as empty canvases. We come on this earth as empty canvases, and then we all go through whatever we're going through. So I'm not ashamed to say that I went through brokenness. I used to care about that though. Never would I ever come and sit here with you guys and tell you, yo, my people was buying my shopping for me, but I'll tell you that straight, because my brothers were the ones that were holding me up, my aunties, my uncles, my mum and dad. They used to have to take me to Aldi and buy my food shopping for me. But in all of that, I found strength, because I realized that's why we have people around us and we have family and we have all of this, because we're supposed to be there for each other. So in me being able to be real like that, I know there's loads of other people that feel like, you know what? I'm gonna be straightforward about this. I see so many people in my church now, because of me being real and saying, yo, I went through this phase where I didn't have money and this, that. They feel more comfortable to come and talk to me. And if they need help, they can ask for help. Do you understand? Whereas before, I would have hidden it. And I would have sat there going through all of that, not knowing I can be free about that. So for me, I think there's freedom in being truthful, in being honest and tell people what you're going through. I'm not saying expose things that don't need to be exposed, but also don't hide the downtime, because that could be somebody's inspiration, somebody that needs to hear that their good days are gonna come. Do you understand? So I'm very raw, I'm very straightforward about it.
So obviously a lot of people know my situation. I'm probably going to prison. I was in Belmarsh Category A prison for 11 months. Then I went to Old Bailey Court, fought my life for 7 weeks. As we know, I had Guvna B. I feel like as an artist, I reaped a lot of the benefits, the fruits of it, you know? The lifestyle, the women, a lot of the glory I was enjoying until, remember you said it in the first stage, God sometimes will take that glory away from you. Yeah, that happened to me. So at that point when all them riches, all that fame, all that glory and accolades, I saw everyone turn on me on Twitter. Throw the key away, fuck this you. Sorry, Lord. But my point is, that was a point where I felt like, rah, this is the real state of me. It's no longer tea. Understand? So at that point, I had to be authentic to myself, innit? And all I had was that faith in Christianity, innit? But constant communications with my pastor, you know, he was a Brazilian man, but he gave me my book just before I was remanded and told me, brace yourself, you are gonna go to prison, but you are gonna come out. This altar, and come back when you're home. I just thought to myself, rah, is this really true? Cool, but I knew where my faith was, you know? A lot of the time, with my age group, a lot of us men, we have this ego, we have this pride that we don't like to show, that faith and that loyalty to our Lord, innit? One moment when I was authentic to myself and remembered that point, because when I was rapping before I didn't, that's when I reaped the benefit. It's not money, it's not fame, it's that freedom, you understand? And even though I knew and the Lord knew, like, man's innocent in the situation, like, for me, I learned that cool, you know? Sometimes this world will blind you and make you think, like, this lifestyle that's on earth is really yours. Nah. I feel like I got put into my purest point and remember myself, remembered who I am, my identity, the authenticity of me, the reality as well that I've come from. It wasn't easy, innit? I went through that same struggle, innit? And then obviously, this is the bit where it hit me now. I came out, I didn't go check my priest. Got distracted again, back into the cycle.
Yep.
Until 6 months later, one day, one random day like today, something just told me, you know what? Let's go to church. Something wasn't sitting well with me and told me just go. You know, a lot was going on around me at the time as well, but I was always lucky to just dodge the obstacles. So I went. It was that pastor's last day.
Crazy.
Last day, announced to everyone, I'm leaving, I'm going to Brazil for good. Wow. Pride. Wanted to speak to him, he said no. Begged my auntie who worked there, let me speak to him. got the word, said, nah, trust him. Cool. Went to the back room. I was trying to hear what he had to say. And he's told me, you see, you, Daniel, don't let no one judge you. I know you for you. The Lord knows you for you. Be real to yourself. Don't let nobody tell you what you're doing is wrong. Regardless, just bring people the right way in your own time, innit? See, that for me, that stuck with me. Because a lot of people judge my music, judged what I stand for, but not understand that maybe I'm the light that's coming out of the darkness. You know? The same way there's always a devil in the room of light, maybe I'm that angel in that darkness, innit? So naturally, that authenticity of me keeping this humble energy, keeping this inner self, like, this is what's taking me to where I am now, innit? Beyond the music, innit? So I feel like it's very, very, very important. Just that life lesson I wanted to throw out there for people to actually understand. Like, it is very important to stay authentic to yourself. You get me?
That's real powerful, bro. That's real powerful, bro.